Just had our Secret Santa in the office. I was the only one who didn't receive a gift. Guess who had me? The boss. Earns over twice as much as me and can't be arsed to spend £10 on something novelty to join in the fun. Didn't even get an apology, just, you'll get it at some point. I know it might sound petty, but I'm constantly asked to do things outside of my job description. We've had no Christmas bonus or anything, just shows how much I'm appreciated. I don't think you are petty at all. I mean, you're just... dude. It doesn't take much to participate in Secret Santa. You can get him like a freaking candy bar or something. I don't know. Really? Come on. Domino's likes to shave a little off the top. Direct deposit enrollment for blank pizza. Direct deposit is offered at the rate of $175 per payroll period. This is automatically deducted from your paycheck each period. Corporate profits reached an all-time high of, oh god, is that $2,522 billion this year? Meanwhile, real wages declined more than 8.5%. The problem is, and has always been, corporate greed and the politicians who do nothing to stop it. Requiring doctor's notes to excuse absences due to illness is inherently classist in a country without universal healthcare, and I really wish we talked about it more. Forgot to update my LinkedIn and got vaguely threatened with legal action. Please note that your LinkedIn profile currently still shows Keeper as your present employer. Please update your profile to reflect your leave date accordingly. I have CC'd our general counsel on this email to be aware of the issue if further escalation is required. Thanks. Cool. Off. The reason It's a Wonderful Life, 1946, holds up so well is that George's line, "You know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000?" has somehow not aged even slightly. It's only an unpaid internship if you don't steal enough office supplies. Stealing is wrong. You mean unpaid internships? I agree. Tried to quit my job and they said no. Good afternoon, blank. When you signed on to blank, you were required to commit to a minimum of 1 year with our company. You were hired on 3/6/22, therefore your earliest available departure date would be 3/6/23. Or you could just not go, I'm sure. What are they going to do? Unless you're like legally bound to show up, don't. Just don't. Another whining CEO. Unpopular advice, stop jumping between jobs so much. 1 to 2 years in a job is not enough. You never actually learn to do your job well if you keep jumping. It's a huge red flag to me, and in my opinion, it's not worth the 20% salary bump you're going to get. Does this make me old school? No, it just makes you look like a moron because you clearly don't understand the current job climate. You know, people are struggling out here. I had intended to give everyone a Christmas bonus. I had an envelope with money in my computer bag along with the weekly tips. Someone stole the envelope. I was going to give everyone a minimum of $20 for each month they worked in 2022. Due to the fact that the money is gone, there will be no bonuses. I hope the thief enjoys spending their fellow employees' money. Called off 5 hours in advance. Managers took me off the schedule for the next 2 weeks. Not the first time managers have done this to someone or responded in this manner. We can talk in person. I would like to know if I am still employed with blank, please, instead of wasting both our time with coming up there tomorrow. Thank you, blank. It's amazing that now you respond to your text, or our. It's amazing how patronizing managers at this establishment are. I'll save us both the trouble. I resign as shift lead at blank effective immediately. I'll be in for my check Monday. Thank you. Hey, look, treat others the way you want to be treated is what I say. Wow, just no. Elon Musk is under fire for building bedrooms at Twitter HQ for employees. I don't get it. To be honest, I slept under my desk at least 3 nights a week when I worked in banking. The first time I got promoted to a manager, I had to work 16 to 18 hours routinely. I'd finish work at 2 to 3 a.m., sleep on the floor. Janitor would show up at 7. I'd go shower in the gym and pick up dry cleaning to change into and back to work. I always wore my hair up and it was always wet because I never had time to blow dry it. That's how intense the grind was. I would have killed for a bed in the office. This kind of grind is highly desirable early career. Oh yeah, employees love sleeping in their offices. Look up the development of Halo 2. You'll see how much they enjoyed their time. Twitter is both a social media company and a crime scene. You can tell being a CEO is a job if this douchebag can be 3. We told Corey if he didn't find a way into work today, we would fire him. Can we just say wow and thank you to Corey? It's 9 degrees outside and Corey walked to work to help take care of our customers. We appreciate him more than he will ever know and we will make sure he doesn't walk home. Yeesh. If you really care about Corey, you could give him a nice fat pay raise. You know, give everyone a pay raise. Why not? Oh no, but a rail strike around the holidays could cripple the economy. Damn, sounds like their labor is really, really important and you should give them what they fucking want. What is the sick time being taken for? For being sick. Thanks. As per our company policy, they need justification for your sick time since it is not reimbursable by our clients. Blank will have to eat your costs. What is your ailment to justify your sick time? Yeesh. Company asked us to install a certificate on our personal devices to access Teams and Outlook. Installing this profile will allow the administrator at big-ass link to remotely manage your iPhone. The administrator may collect personal data, add, remove accounts and restrictions, install, manage, and list apps, and remotely erase data on your iPhone. That is a violation of personal, space and information. No. My Five Guys closed. Nobody wants to work. Sign in the window. I guess the owner doesn't want to work either. If they get paid more than 5 times their regular employees, they should be worth more than 5 of his employees and hence can do all 5 of their jobs by themselves. When Elon Musk's personal assistant, Mary Beth Brown, asked for a raise in 2014, he told her to take 2 weeks off work so he could see how valuable she really was. After the 2 weeks, he took over job and fired her. He fired his assistant for asking for a raise. You piece of actual human garbage. Hashtag nurses need to be well paid to properly look after us when we need them. You can't have them worrying about putting food on the table or heating their homes in the winter or providing basics for their kids. It's not political, it's common sense. A no-brainer. Hashtag nurses strike. 2023 is officially the 4th calendar year that student debt payments have been paused. If they can be paused that long, they should be canceled. It's true. Computer programming job application. I'm looking for a new job. Sure, just need you to take 2 assessments, a tech screen, then we'll want 3 interviews, then maybe we'll consider you. Never mind, I accepted a job at another company that offered what I wanted after 1 interview. No, you were supposed to jump through hoops to prove your worthiness. Stop normalizing the grind and start normalizing whatever this is. Yeah, I agree. Forcing us to come in on a day off for some stupid meeting. Mandatory meeting when blah blah blah. All employees must come. It is not a choice. Pretty sure if it's a day off, you don't have to come in. So, 3 multi-billionaires now own more wealth than the bottom half of America. 160 million Americans. Don't tell us we can't afford a wealth tax on the super rich. Boss went radio silent after I asked for my checks. Hey Teddy, I know money is probably tough right now, but would I be able to cash a check soon? Let me know when you see this. Yes, all of them. I will let you know after this weekend. Sounds good, thank you so much. Can I come pick up the checks this week? And silence. You call off work at your minimum wage job because of this. What is the boss gonna say back? They'd probably say some like, oh, well, if you really cared about this job, you would have just shoveled your way out. No. I love how barista is the job conservatives bring up as a lazy slacker job when one shift at a moderately busy Starbucks would have them crouch between stacks of milk crates, sobbing in the back room. The economy has shafted millennials, now it wants their offspring too. Yes, we know you can't afford to have children, but if the economy tanks because of the low birth rate, you'll be to blame. The death of American ambition. Staff at blue-chip firms are refusing to work weekends and are demanding raises if asked to take on extra tasks as TikTok Act Your Wage movement helps trigger outsourcing to India. A fun series of events in Finland. 1. Postal Service cuts pay of 700 sorters. 2. Strike called. 60,000 workers join in solidarity, shutting down docks, rail, buses, airlines. 3. Postal Service cancels pay cut. 4. Minister of State Ownership resigns. 5. Prime Minister resigns. Sounds like things are going real well over there. Gen Z is taking long breaks from their careers and getting away with it. Members of Gen Z are taking more career breaks to travel, take care of their mental health, or explore career paths, and it's leaving large gaps on their resumes. Honestly, good for them. I work at an airport and found this in one of the bathroom stalls. Normalise discussing wages with coworkers, r/Antiwork. Dude bros are just demons with human skin suits. My company will weather this economic recession for one main reason. 50% of our employees are located in the Philippines and earn $10,000 a year on average, $5 an hour. No employment taxes, no workers, compensation, no healthcare, also loyal, hardworking, kind team members. Every time I get a gray hair, I remember that one of my stem cells is like, the working conditions here are awful and I am done. And I respect that from a labor perspective. Management has created a toxic work environment. I am management. Was caught with a coffee cup at work. The next day, everyone's water privileges were revoked. Worked as a cashier at AC Moore. I had a coffee cup under the register and would drink from it when there was no customers in line or in view. My boss found this cup, grabbed it, said no, absolutely not, and took it to the break room. Next day, there was a passive-aggressive letter posted in the office saying that some employee abused the water privilege and now no one is allowed to have water at the cash register. What? Water privileges? Are you, actually kidding me? Young people don't want to work. Now what? Pay them more? Unions, because it's very unlikely three spirits will appear and scare your boss into doing the right thing. By the way, the stereotype of Americans I have run into the most so far in Europe is that Americans work themselves to death for nothing. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk do a ton of objectively bad stuff, but I just want to be clear that the mere act of holding on to that much money in a world with this much inequality is in itself a brutally evil action, and alone makes them bad people. Stop complaining, says billionaire investor Charlie Munger? I don't care. Stop complaining, says Charlie Oldfart. Everybody's 5 times better off than they used to be. Right. Angel, so happy you are with us. Thank you for all your hard work. It doesn't go unnoticed. Happy holidays. Here's your new rate of pay that goes into effect on December 26, 2022. All right, current pay rate, $15. All right, new rate of pay, $15. It doesn't go unnoticed, huh? If the minimum wage increased at the rate of productivity since 1960, it'd be $24 today, not $7.25. That means billionaires and corporations have stolen at least $17 an hour from working Americans for 60 years, an estimated $50 trillion. We don't suffer a lack of resources, but an excess of greed. As target security for my department in the last 14 days alone stopped $15,000 worth of theft. Our district manager dropped by and gave us candy as a thank you. That's great. You stopped $15,000 worth of goods getting stolen, and you get $15 worth of candy. So, take what you can, I guess. Why is it easier to believe that 150 million Americans are being lazy rather than 400 Americans are being greedy? If there's room in the budget for $858 billion in defense spending, there's room for climate action, childcare, healthcare, and housing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm looking for a babysitter ASAP, paying $125 per week. I'll provide all that is needed for the child's care. What are your hours like? 5 a.m. until 6 p.m. Okay, so 52 cents an hour. Good luck. Why is the cost of minimum wage labor the only thing never affected by inflation? Joel Osteen, one of the richest pastors in the U.S., has 5 fireplaces, 3 elevators, and a driveway that can fit over 20 cars, including his Ferrari. Joel doesn't pay taxes, but you do. Why is this? Nobody likes paying taxes, but at least here in Germany, we have great healthcare, low-cost prescription drugs, and easily affordable high-quality education. I feel so sorry for Americans who pay more taxes than us without these benefits. Thanks for helping us with Ukraine, though. Tired of justifying being unemployed. Can you explain the gaps in your CV? Yes, that's when I didn't have a job. I have contributed around $160,000 to various landlords over the last 10 years as a renter. Never missed rent, can't qualify for a mortgage. It's not about coffee and Netflix, it's about a predatory system of housing that uses a basic human right as an investment opportunity. Strikes hurt. You know what else hurts? Working sick, working in pain, working away from your family, working in unsafe conditions, working hungry, working while your company makes billions in profits. Withholding our labor is a direct result of ownership withholding our share. Wife needs surgery. They wanted her to sign this. She said, hell no. Blank give my employer blank permission to directly contact my physician blank will copy me on all correspondence that is sent to my physician. No. CEOs are hugely expensive. Why not automate them? If a single role is as expensive as thousands of workers, it is surely the prime candidate for robot-induced redundancy. I've actually thought about this, and there's something to be argued here. I use the restroom 2 times a day and I work from home. I am now being scheduled for a meeting with my managers. At this point, we have asked you to minimize your away from desks, reminded you of the goals, and have met with you. Unfortunately, you continue to not meet these established guidelines. A supervisor will be following up with a coaching. We don't like you using the restroom in your own home, so die. Due to the fact that everything is building back better and the majority of people have become lazy under this admin, we are extremely short-staffed, so this section is closed. Let's get better. Make America work again. Go f*** yourself. I'm hearing too much recycle, compost, go vegan, and not enough 100 corporations cause 71% of emissions. Put the politicians on minimum wage and watch how fast things change. That'd be a fun experiment. Just your regular reminder that the $15 an hour debate has been going on for so long that the actual living wage is now around $24 an hour. No job is worth dying for. A conscious employer wouldn't have had employees come in during a snowstorm. Buffalo woman, 22, dies in her car after getting trapped by blizzard for 18 hours while driving home from work. Sent frantic family terrifying final video of vehicle stuck in deep snow as wind howled outside. That is actually just, actually saddening. Wow. The whole concept of sick days is idolatrous capitalism. When we started work in the Netherlands, we asked HR how many sick days we get. After a brief, confused look, the reply, all of them. When you are sick, you stay home. When you are well, you work. Dutch law translated reads, if you own a company in the Netherlands and one of your employees becomes ill, you must go on paying them for a maximum of 2 years. Holy what a concept. This holiday season, Twitter fires 4K workers, Amazon fires 10K workers, and Facebook fires 11K workers, all while US billionaire pandemic wealth increased an absurd $1.7 trillion. A reminder that billionaires don't create jobs, they exploit workers. Tax billionaires, unionize workers. I got my Christmas bonus today, #blessed. Merry Christmas, here's $35.18. Cool. Voted 6 times to raise his pay, voted 15 times against raising the minimum wage. Not shocked. So a janitor should make $15 an hour? Yes. And I guess kids flipping burgers should make $15 an hour? Yes. Next you're gonna tell me that grocers should... Did you just have this list of people you don't respect ready to go? It's just so weird to me that not too long ago, someone with a regular old job could buy a house like an entire house with just their job money. How I dress for my job interview, how the interviewer dresses. Left-wing utopia. Everyone on Earth is safe, healthy, happy, educated, and free to pursue their ambitions. You know, bowling averages are way up, mini golf scores are way down. Right-wing utopia. White Americans work 60 hours a week in a back-breaking job they hate with no healthcare and 1 week of vacation, and everyone else is dead. Millennials want jobs and education, not marriage and kids. Alternate headline, y'all f***ed up the economy so badly that we can't focus on marriage and kids because we're struggling to afford to live.